All right, back to the big story this morning, and we are following stocks in every major industry tumbling. As you see the open about 31 minutes ago, and you can see the Dow down more than 600 points. Of course, other components to this. This is after President Trump said that he was going to hit several trading partners with new tariffs.
Canada and Mexico both facing a 25% tariff on goods exported to the United States, while China faces a 10% levy. Tariffs are something the president campaigned on, and the real-world impact could be felt very, very soon, and rising fears of a full-blown trade war that re-spurs all that inflation.
Okay, so we're talking automakers, food imports, clothing, construction, everything will likely get more expensive if the tariffs take effect tomorrow. But the president says he has calls planned with the leaders of both Canada and Mexico. So the big question, could he change course? Eyewitness News reporter Raegan Medgie is on Wall Street for us this morning with the latest on the tariff plan and how markets are reacting in early trading. Raegan?
Yeah, so, obviously markets are reacting this morning. This is what we were expecting. The NASDAQ, the S&P 500, the Dow all down this morning. As Mike just mentioned, nearly 600 points. The Dow is down this morning as we're all waking up. So this is just in response to President Trump imposing tariffs on China, Mexico, and also Canada. So for us, what can we expect? It appears that in the next coming weeks, we could see prices at the grocery store increase. At the same time, both Mexico and Canada are retaliating potentially with some tariffs of their own. So to recap this, President Trump imposing 25% tariffs on imports from Canada and Mexico, 10% tariff on Canadian oil and gas, 10% tariff on Chinese imports. This will likely cost us more for groceries, at the car dealership, the electronics store, and even for gas. Economists say it could cost American households $1,500 a year as businesses will pass down higher costs, which could happen, as I said earlier, in the upcoming weeks. Now, nearly half of all of our vegetables come from Mexico and Canada, about 90% of avocados and tomatoes.
We're now in a trade war with Mexico and Canada. For the American people, it'll now be a war between prices and their paychecks.
Why are we doing this? New York State is the economic engine of the country. When you do something that hurts New York because we are in such close proximity to Canada, it's going to have a ripple effect across the country, and I'm concerned about that.
Okay, so today President Trump has already spoken to the Prime Minister of Canada. We'll be speaking with him again this afternoon around 3 o'clock. As for the President of Mexico, she is expected to respond with potentially about the tariffs from from Trump. We're expecting to hear a response from her sometime today. Meanwhile, all of us will be looking at these markets throughout the day. Again, starting out today, down. The Dow, the S&P 500, and the NASDAQ. We're live here on Wall Street. Raegan Medgie, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.